Just settle in now and let the sounds around you come and go, as if the waves rolling far into the distance, soft and gentle, once here and then gone. And you might even notice the way your breath moves quietly in and easily out in its own familiar rhythm, as if your body already knows how to find calm, and you're not doing anything special, just allowing whatever happens in these next few moments to drift by in its own time. And you may become aware right now of the sensation of your eyelids, how they feel resting or fluttering a little, heavy or light, however they happen to be. And you don't have to close them unless it feels easier, softer, and you can just notice how the muscles around your eyes can simply loosen, releasing a little tension, as if it's the most natural thing in the world. And as you let those muscles grow soft, you might sense that same sensation rippling through your cheeks, your jaw, all the small muscles that hold so much expression, memories of faces and feelings. There's nothing you have to force. Simply allow them to become a bit softer, more at ease, as if you're letting go of a breath you didn't even know you were holding. And you can just let each breath out bring a little more comfort, floating into the present, where you don't have to do, don't have to think. You can just be, and you can notice the sensation that with each exhale, your mind grows quieter as layers of thinking drift gently into the background. There's no right or wrong way, just the way your mind chooses for deepening this relaxation. As you slip gently into this quiet moment, imagine a slow, silky current carrying you softly and safely deeper into relaxation. And you can just imagine for a moment lying on a warm patch of grass beneath the dappled shade of an old tree. Maybe a place where you once played, a memory of a time past, or perhaps a place that exists only in your imagination, growing greener and more vivid with every breath you take. Notice the way the sun trickles through the leaves, spreading a patchwork of warmth across your skin. Each speck of light is a gentle invitation, like a kind voice saying, "It's safe now, you can rest." And maybe you feel the air fresh and fragrant, brushing softly against your face. The perfect coolness, a subtle, gentle pressure letting you drift, more relaxed, more present in the here and now. And there, in that safe, beautiful space, you might notice, without any effort, how your body grows lighter, your mind floating, as if the earth itself were holding you up. And you can imagine that each breath now anchors you deeper into this safety, as if your weight is melting into the grass, letting roots of calm spread around you. And with each gentle inhale, let that warmth radiate, a feeling of peacefulness that moves up along your legs, through your body, weaving its way through every muscle, every cell, untangling old knots and replacing them with the most quiet, steady sense of "it's okay, right here, right now." The tree watches over you, steady and strong, its branches waving calmly in the breeze, protective, patient and enduring. And in this place, you can drift as far and as deep as your mind wants you to, feeling safe, sheltered, and completely at ease. Now in this space that feels both safe and secure, there's a gentle awareness growing. An awareness not to force anything, but to simply allow, as if all the feelings you've kept at the edges are simply guests, waiting patiently on the doorstep for acknowledgement, not for judgment. And just imagine for a moment an old cottage in a quiet clearing. The lights inside are warm, flickering gently against the comforting dark. Each room in this cottage is like a part of you. Some rooms are busy and active, others silent. All are necessary, all belong. And there may be a door you rarely open, a room soft with dust and the scent of memories. And you may hesitate at the threshold, but the cottage welcomes you, unhurried, holding a space for every part of you. Imagine now standing by that closed door. Perhaps you sense the presence of emotions you've tried to keep at bay: fear, sadness, anger, or maybe even joy. Each one a visitor, not a threat. You hear their knock on the door, light as the wind. And in this calm, secure space, you realize it's only a knock, an asking to be heard, to be seen, nothing more. And you can let yourself wonder, what would it be like, just for a moment, to open that door a crack, not swinging wide, just an inch or two, enough for a single ray of golden light to slip in. And as you do, you begin to sense that these emotions are only messengers. They arrive as shapes in the half-light, gently offering their stories, not to overwhelm you or to take over, but to simply to share a message and then move on. And you may even imagine each emotion as a unique figure, gentle but persistent, neither good nor bad, just longing to be known. And as they're allowed in, not all at once, just when you're ready, they just dissolve, bit by bit, like the morning mist melting away beneath the sun. And the part of you that has gripped that door so tightly begins to soften, because each emotion is only a signpost, a note from the deep, guiding you to wholeness. And there's a comfort in knowing that every feeling, once allowed in, is less frightening than imagined. Emotions are like weather within the heart. Sometimes it's wild, often brief, but always moving. And even when a storm comes, rages away, it leaves behind new air, a crisp clarity, and the scent of growth. And here, in the safety of your cottage, you realize you don't have to hold the door shut forever. It's perfectly natural to be cautious and to choose which feelings come in and how far they enter. That sense of choice, that sense of agency grows, quietly spreading, just as the light of dawn slowly fills a room, piece by piece. And with every easy breath, you can let your mind rehearse what it's like for emotions to come and go, sometimes as a flicker, sometimes as a wave, always carrying meaning. And you might recall a time, perhaps in your childhood or long ago, when you allowed a feeling just to be and noticed that you survived, you learned, and you even grew from that experience. Just let that memory surface on its own, like a gentle ripple across a calm pond. And somewhere deep inside, your unconscious mind remembers how to manage these emotions, how to read the weather of your heart, and to dance gently within the rain, knowing there's nothing to fear. The rain brings renewal, and nothing lasts in a cloud that doesn't eventually pass. And the roots of your strength run deeper than any passing emotion. Your feelings are like your breath, they come and go with a tide, but your awareness, the ground beneath, is always steady, always safe. And you can just allow the idea that it's okay now, that it becomes easier and easier day by day to let your emotions arrive, to let them be, and to watch them pass. And as you rest here, listening to my voice, you may find a new sense of confidence, knowing that you can meet each feeling, each emotion with gentleness and respond rather than react. Life is simply a pageant of feelings, each moment colored by new shades. And you know deep down that allowing your emotions doesn't make you weaker, but wiser. Not broken, but beautifully, deeply whole. And now as this journey gently comes to its close, you can become aware once again of the sensations of your body, resting where you are. Notice the soft sound of your breath, the gentle movements of the air filling your chest, bringing you life and new energy. And you can begin to bring your attention back gently to the here and now, feeling calm and relaxed. And with each breath, you may feel a fresh wave of alertness spreading. You may notice a tingling in your arms or your fingers, the subtle desire to move and to stretch. You might want to open your eyes to shift your position, waking at your own natural pace. And as I count from 1 to 5, you can come back fully, easily, and naturally. 1, becoming aware of the room around you. 2, feeling the energy returning to your muscles and to your mind. 3, bringing back a sense of comfort, ease, and confidence. 4, taking a deep, refreshing breath. And 5, open your eyes back into the present moment, fully awake, feeling grounded, and fully self-aware. And as the days ahead unfold, you will find, sometimes subtly, sometimes more clearly, that welcoming your own feelings becomes simpler, safer, and even satisfying. You respond with a calm curiosity, letting emotions pass through you like clouds across a summer sky. The more you allow, the more you discover your own peaceful strength. This new ease grows quietly but surely, guiding you gently forwards in every situation life has to offer. Thank you for giving yourself this space and this time for growth and for gentle change. You're learning to meet your feelings with the wisdom of acceptance and the strength of deep self-compassion. Be kind to yourself in the days ahead, and until next time, goodbye and good mental health.